Hey everybody, we're looking at one really cool thing I thought of over the weekend. I've been trying to figure out how to use some of the MIDI effects on audio files and audio tracks. Well, I couldn't figure out a direct way to do it. It just isn't in the wiring yet for this. But there is a cool way if you have an audio file that you want to use some of the MIDI effects on that you can do it. Super easy. What you do is you right click on the audio file, and what we're going to do is convert to new sampler track. Just do it by transient markers, click OK. The main goal is that when we have this, and let's actually undo that for 1 second so you can hear this, that we want to be able to have that exact same sound. So now we're going to do it again. It mutes the original. Now it slices this up, attaches each of them to a MIDI note with an EXS24. And then, if I push play, it should sound like the original, because it's just lining up all those slices exactly like the original. But now I can come through with my MIDI effects, something like the modulator, for instance. Let's put an enveloper on here. And let's attach this to something on the EXS24. So learn, plugin parameter, and let's just do the volume. So now, so we can do that. We can also, if we wanted to, add an equalizer to this. Let's just do a low or a high pass. Could be a low pass, high pass, doesn't matter. Let's learn, plugin parameter. And I can do all of this with any of these little bits of slices that we have with any of our instruments or effects. This doesn't just work with a drum loop. You can do this with a vocal. You can do this with any audio file you have. You can just convert it to the sampler track and then use MIDI effects on them, as we've been doing for the last couple of weeks with so many of our other instruments. So really cool technique to be creative now with our audio files, not just with our MIDI. Also, don't forget to check out the new Alchemy instrument if you're a patron. If you're not a patron, definitely consider becoming it. We're doing new Alchemy patches 4 times a month. This last one is a direct sample from a really great mini Moog Model D. It's a vintage instrument that is really great sounding, but we've made a couple patches and a lot of performance techniques for that inside Alchemy. So check that out. And we have a couple really big surprises coming later in the week, so definitely check back and see what we're doing with some of our patrons.